I am made to be a wife. As simple as that. I love to cook. I love to cook breakfast. I love to cook lunch. I love to cook dinner. Dinner is always served on the table. It's on time. I mean, I was made to be a wife. It just didn't work out that way. Now, I cannot tell you, I personally believe in God. I cannot tell you how many times I told God, I don't understand. Out of all people, I am meant to, like, I always thought I'm meant to be a preacher's wife. Like, I'm that kind of wife. And I was just like, what's with that? And I just, it's like, well, it wasn't meant to be. And then really now I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, it was so not good for me, because it wasn't the right match for me. And now then I have found the right match. My business have exploded, and personally and in my business, I'm happy and I don't have to deal with drama at home. And, it's just like, okay, I get up in the morning, I do my job, we come home and it's nice and it's fun. And we have like intellectual conversation, and it's just, so looking back, yes. But at the time, it took me over a year and a half to even like be able to get back up. Because I felt like, I wasn't pretty enough. I wasn't nice enough. I wasn't this enough. I wasn't a good wife enough. I was like, I took it all on me. And I'm like, you know what? Now looking back, I tell women, there's never an excuse for a guy cheating on you. This is just how it is. And I took it many times and gave many chances. And because I thought it was going to change, and really, I knew it wasn't going to change. I just didn't want the look of people. I was ashamed of me when I didn't do anything. And this is where the core values come back, Laura. I was more interested into what people thought of me. So those are the negative, but you get back up and you found a coach. I so wish I would. So I have an amazing coach and I praise her, all the time. But I can tell you, I wish I would have hired someone so many years ago. I would be in such a different place. And a coach is really someone than people need, really.
Yes. I couldn't agree with you more. I love how you validate. You were in that place for over a year. We all cycle into our own thoughts. We all take it personally. There's that one book, but one of the values is don't take anything personally. And that has been life-changing for me because most people do take things personally. If somebody's rude or grouchy, I think, what did I do?
Yes.
If somebody, makes a mistake, that's, what did I do? Nothing. It's not about me.
No, and there was a survey was done by a big university, and I don't want to name one because I'm probably quoting it wrong. But they did a research. Then half of the people are wired into a certain way, and the other half wired another way. So 50% of people won't like you anyway. And I read that about like 8 months ago, and that has totally changed my life because now it's like, they don't like me. I didn't do anything to them. They don't even know me. They're not even really looking into getting to know me. Well, they don't like me. Then they don't like me. I'm going to be, if I'm in their presence, I'm going to smile. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be kind. But I also know that I'm a light and I shine. And you have people who are darker and they don't want to be around light. It's as simple as that. I don't take it personally now anymore. If they don't want to be around me, I'm like, okay, they have some issues, too bad for them, because I'm amazing.
And I really love how you talked about having a coach to help break you out of it. Because yes, I coach, you coach, but we also each have coaches for ourselves because it always takes somebody outside of ourselves to help us see what we're doing. Obviously, if we could see it, we would make the shift, but it always takes somebody who is not us to help point out what it is we're doing.
Correct. And, one of my core value, one of the 10 is authenticity. And who would I be if I tell people, hey, you need a coach and I don't have one? And I think at the core, that's kind of that. I need someone who's going to push me and who's going to really show me. And then when people ask me, hey, do you have a coach? Yeah,
Yes.
of course I do. Who am I to tell you to hire someone if I don't have one myself?
Really good point. Well, whether it's a therapist or a clergy member or a coach or a business strategist or whatever, it doesn't really matter who they are. It's just somebody who is further down the path than you are.
Correct. And you would know that. And I love, I was very happy to experience your coaching firsthand at one of the workshops, and I'm so grateful to have seen how you work, and I'm excited for your listeners and for your client, because you bring so much to the table, and I think having people like you and me and my coach and other coaches is really the key. It's we all are in osmosis with our clients, and we can make them grow.
Absolutely. And I really like how you mentioned that 50% of the people will not like you anyway. I think that's an important thing that I want the listeners to take away too. If you don't resonate with me or with Katia, or keep looking. There's plenty of people out there, and find somebody who you adore, because they will get you and you will get them. And that probably means your core values are more in alignment with them. Correct. And they can help you.
And that's very, very good for you to say that, because in the coach than I have now, one of the things who made me hire her is really the fact that her core values, she's big on family. She's big on serving. She's big on giving so much value to the client. And it's very, very important, because if you hire someone who is going to tell you to cheat on your taxes, I know for me, I wouldn't be able to handle someone like that, because that's not how I conduct my business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the analogy that I would like to draw, I have taught fitness and dance since 1988, a long time. Just this week, I sat down with my little calculator and I thought, if I've taught approximately 3 classes a week since 1988, that means I've taught almost over 5,000 classes in my lifetime, which is a little mind-blowing.
How amazing. Good for you for being proud of that.
Thank you. I'm excited. I have been through a lot of fitness stuff, so I can relate to anybody who's done fitness stuff. I can relate to younger girls doing fitness. I can relate to being pregnant and doing fitness because I've done it. I can relate to certain injuries in fitness because I've done it. I can relate to certain amounts of weight loss because I've done it. I am an expert fitness instructor. However, I have not been an old person with like osteoarthritis. I have not been an old person with more delicate bones. And I am not confident teaching and coaching an elderly population because I haven't done it and I can't relate to it. I know the academics of it. I know what I'm supposed to do and not do, but I haven't been there. So I'm not as good coaching them. And that was the same thing that I was thinking about with coaches. When you're seeking out a coach, it's so nice to find people who have been through it. Yes. They can say, yes, I've lost myself. Yes, I have made the poor decisions. Yes, I have impacted my family. Yes, I have been embarrassed. Yes, I have told little white lies. Yes, I have done these. I can help you because I've been there myself.
Right. And I think that's when you have a coach who's that authentic and that real and tell you about the great, the good, the bad, and the ugly, then you have found a home.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Because I don't want the coach who has never made the mistake. I don't want the coach who has never been through what I'm trying to overcome.
Right.
Sure, they can maybe coach me just like I can coach a 90-year-old woman with severe arthritis, but I don't get her.
Right. And that's not being authentic for you. So
No.
It looks like authenticity is maybe one of your core value, Laura, because with all of the things that you've been saying all along, it's like, well, I don't feel like I would be truthful. I wouldn't be authentic. I wouldn't feel good about myself to teach someone that I have no clue really what she's really experiencing. So, so good for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. That is an authenticity thing. It's if I've been there, I can teach you and I can feel it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. And I love how you tied in your business and your spa. You know, at the time you had it, there was stuff with the economy going on. There was a lot of problems. It's not that you are a failure. It's God, it's the universe, it's the timing, it's a lot of different factors. It's not you.
Right. Right. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, and I was going to say that helps you help other people in business to separate what's a poor business plan and what's bad timing and what's God saying, this is not your path.
Correct. And it's one of the biggest lesson I can tell you that I have learned is God says yes, God says no, but God says also not now. And that's the hardest one for us because we want to know right now. Especially as women, we have a plan and we want God to align with our plan. We have it backward.
Yeah.
God is saying, no. I have the plan. And no, you really want this right now, but not now. Because I have a bigger plan for you into later on where you're going to be bigger. And that was the biggest, really biggest learn from me. The not now. I know when he says yes, I know when he says no, it's easy, the door closed, but the not now is so difficult to accept. Because I am very impatient. And that is something in my impatience, I also then I kept busy because I was so impatient. But when I'm busy, I don't quiet to listen. And I think all of that has really tied in an amazing way for me and my business and in how I'm able to coach people.
Yeah, I like that. So what is the core value around that? Is it patience?
For me, it is. For me, it's something that I'm thriving for. I am not there. So I cannot truthfully tell you that patience is one of my core value because it's not one that I can tell you every day I live by. That would be a lie.
Right. Me too.
But wisdom is one. Because I feel like I'm trying to be wise in my decision, wise to quiet down, wise to listen to the not now. So this is how wisdom came in for me for this year, because I realized then the not now is really driving me crazy.
I like that.
And by coaching people, people keep busy. They're like, well, it's not happening. Let me make it happen. And when we do that, we lose all the other core value that we put in place. It's like when you had a talk and what you were talking earlier, I really love how you said, and not everybody is going to like us. And yet, if I'm doing a speech, I'm going to look at the one person who's not paying attention. I'm going to want to win her over. And then I lose track of all the other ones who are actually giving me their attention. And it happened not that long ago at a workshop. I was at a yoga retreat, and one person I felt was so not responsive. And I was just like, well, why is she not responsive? Why is she, and then I was like, no, let go. But I had my core values on my side, on my sleeve, right there. I was able to let go. If not, I would have catered only to her and yet not to the other woman.
Yeah. So what are some of the tips for keeping your core values front and center? Do you write them down? How do you do that?
So I have a system. So I have a goal for 2019, and each